The action word. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Hey Cousins, hosted by Peaches from Peace, Love, and Light. Believe in yourself and all that you are. Know that there is something inside you that is greater than any obstacle. If you or someone you know has talked about or contemplated suicide, please call 988 and get help today. What is self love? As a lover of etymology, the study of the origin and meaning of words, I often find myself researching the definition of words and catchphrases. Nowadays, buzzwords like self love and self care are everywhere. The phrases can be found on t shirts, coffee mugs, and keychains. But what is the self love craze all about? Self love, according to the Merriam Webster Dictionary, is a noun defined as an appreciation of one's own worth or value. Although Webster identifies self love as a noun, most yogis and yoginis will tell you that self love is an action word. And in this case, to gain deeper insight, I decided to look up the definition of appreciation. The Oxford Dictionary defines appreciation as recognizing the full worth of or to understand the full implications of. So, if self love is an appreciation of one's own worth or value, in order to express self love, you must first recognize and understand the full implications of loving self. Right about now, it may seem like I'm talking in circles, but I promise there is a method to my madness. If you have ever found yourself coping with low self esteem, or if you struggle with finding self love practices that honor your value and worth, you may not understand the totality of who and what you are. Getting your nails done, or a fresh haircut, buying the latest iPhone, or even drugs and alcohol may bring you temporary joy and happiness, but none of these things should be considered self love practices. If anything, they all undervalue your worth as an interdimensional being. In each and every one of us lies a holy trinity, a body, mind, and spirit that are all simultaneously coexisting. Therefore, self love practices should honor our external and internal bodies. The eight-limb practice of yoga gives us an opportunity to fully understand, acknowledge, and recognize the body, mind, and spirit. And the best part is, you don't have to break the bank to incorporate yoga into your self-care routine. If you're looking for a posture to start with, I highly recommend Easy Pose. Many of us have practiced Easy Pose without even realizing we were practicing yoga. This posture is commonly practiced in a seated position with the tailbone resting directly on the floor or on a pillow. Once you find your seat in this posture, the hips rotate externally as the knees bend, drawing the calves and feet towards the pelvis, and the legs cross one on top of the other. This posture creates a calming effect on the mind and body. It improves breathing and aids the digestive process. As a child, sitting on the floor in this cross-legged position is easy and feels natural, as it should. Unfortunately, in the West, our sedentary lifestyle takes a toll on our bodies, and sitting on the floor with your legs crossed can become difficult, if not impossible. That's because somewhere along the way, we forget that knees are hinges made for bending, that hips are ball and joint sockets designed to rotate, and that flexibility is not just a gymnastic or acrobatic skill, but a birthright. A body in motion stays in motion, and a that is still and sedentary will become stiff and immobile. As you learn what the body, mind, and spirit can accomplish, you'll realize that developing and implementing a routine body, mind, and spirit practice like yoga is the purest form of self-love. Thank you for tuning into another episode of Hey Cousins, hosted by Peaches from Peace, Love, and Light. This show is sponsored by Sean Lee Jones and the Creative Healing Foundation. Make sure that you subscribe to this podcast to stay up to date with the latest and exclusive content. And if you would like to continue the conversation, Leave your thoughts, questions, and concerns in the comment section.